Hello, hello, Trends with Octavia. We are back with some hot gist. We'll be missing in action, but yes, we're back and we're going to be dropping live streams, videos as we can. Please watch and drop your 2 cents in the comment section. I know the timing is not the normal time when we used to do our live streams because of our audience. I know most people are just waking up, people are sleeping, the time is off, but yes, better to drop something than never. I think it's been over, what, 8 days now? We've not dropped a video, a shorts, live stream, or so. So we've been missing in action. Apologies, apologies. So welcome, welcome everyone. And from the thumbnail and the title, I believe you know what we are about to discuss, or you have a clue. So that's a lot to be covered on this live stream. So JD's new nanny is spilling, and that's what we're going to cover. I've been seeing the videos, dropping on online and everything. Mm. So give me a second. I don't know. YouTube is not sending notification. I don't YouTube and their new system. Sometimes they send notifications, sometimes they don't. So let me just quickly check to make sure sound is okay and everything before we get into the main live. So welcome, welcome. If you are just joining, you are welcome. We have a very hot gist to gist, and we will be reading JD's nanny's uh IG, because that's where she's dropping all the informations and everything. That's where she's spilling the tea. That's where call it whatever you want to call it, okay? Like she's revealing secrets, a popping, flying left, right, center, and all of that. Um, I can find my stream, so I'm just going to quickly check with my other device so I can check the sound also. So give me a second, okay? That's one thing with live stream. You can never ever be too prepared. So let me see why I can't find my stream. It shows I'm live, but I can't find my stream. So we'll quickly do this. Let's see. Okay, so we are live. Let's check the sound. So we'll quickly do this. Let's see. Okay, so our sound is good. So now I will share. So welcome everyone. If you're just joining us, you've not shared the live stream, share, share, share. Go and bring that your gist partner. You know that person that likes to gist with you, gossip. Invite them. Tell them we're live. Hot gist is on ground. Let's talk. Let's gist. Let's analyze these happenings. We know that it's about give or take a week or a week plus to the court date of JD and KO. So and a lot has been happening. So that's what we're going to get into right now. Mm-hmm. We've been missing out in action, but I've decided I'm going to be dropping this live stream. So y'all gonna be watching them like podcast. You know how you watch your podcast where you just go chill when you're doing one or two, you're cooking, you're cleaning your home, you just listen and whatnot, and you can comment in the comment section. That's how we're gonna be doing it, because if we're waiting for the perfect time when all of us will be online, seriously, then I might be too busy to come on in. And so that's how we're going to be doing. So bear with me until we're able to go back to our normal timing where we are all live at the same time and gisting and talking and analyzing together. Uh, okay, so JD's nanny came out, and JD's nanny has been spilling a lot. And one thing that I would say I notice is the fact that some persons are really giving this nanny uh applauding this nanny for coming out and spilling and saying the things that she's saying about JD and the kind of things she saw in the home and how the children and everything, just everything that's going on in JD's home. Before I get into whatever I want to say, is the fact that I don't think people should be over applauding anybody. I just feel like anybody that associates with JD and to the level where some of these people do, you know what you're doing. Because it is one thing for one person to come out and tell you a story about something that is happening. It's another thing for you to sit down and try to find out both sides of the story. whichever way you can. But if a story is being told to you from one side and you started judging the other person without hearing the person's own story, it means there's something wrong with you. And if you also go as far as partnering with this person that is telling you this false narrative, because most people are always good at telling a story in a way that it favors them. They tell the story in a way that it makes them look like the good one. They tell the story and they play the victim. So if you know this, you will know that there's three sides to every story. There is the side of the person that is telling you, and there is the side of the other person that they are reporting you to, and then somewhere in between those two is actually the truth of the whole story. So if you don't look at it from that angle and you decide to just jump on the bandwagon and say, oh, wow, because this person told me this, then yes. Uh, I'm coming. Let me quickly share to my other community so people from Entertainment Daily can also see, because I scheduled on both. So, two different topics. So, I need everyone to know and catch up on both of the topics. Mm, Mr. Korra's nanny. Mm, okay. So, let me share quickly. Give me a second. So, like I was saying, if you will now jump on the bandwagon and say, okay, because this person told me that this is how this thing happened, whatever this person is planning, I'm going to support, I'm going to help the person achieve that goal. And then later on, after you finish helping the person to achieve all the wickedness that the person wants to achieve, you now realize that, oh, this person did not tell me the truth. This person is fooling me. Sometimes it's too late. It is too late because the damages must have been done already before you're realizing that, oh, you were used or you were being lied to. And I think that's exactly what is happening. And some of these things where this nanny is trying to kind of tell the story in a way that, oh, I didn't know, that's what they all always say. If you notice, all the people that were in those private WhatsApp group where they were plotting and planning on how they were going to, you know, and listen, send Korra back to motherland and stuffs like that, you will hear them saying, oh, we didn't know, the story was so convincing, this happened, that happened. But one thing people fail to say is the fact that you just didn't want to know what the truth of the story was, or you didn't wait to hear the full story before you jump into whatever you want to do. And another thing I want to say is nanny coming in. What I know about nanny, or what we know about nannies, is if you're employing a nanny is coming in to do their job. So I don't know this one that nannies will have full phones on, because there are some people that don't even want their kids online or filming. I don't think if I want a nanny, I want, except something is I have like, okay, let's say I have like cameras in my home where I want to see how the nanny is taking care of my kids, or when I'm at work or something like that. But I don't want the nanny filming my children with her own personal phone. What are you going to do with those photos and videos of somebody else's child? Like, that's not your child. Why are you filming private moments and things like that? It's almost like you came in prepared, like you came in knowing that there is something on ground, and you too, you wanted to just, collect all these things and keep them as evidence or as what. I just feel like these things are premeditated. When people start doing all this recording, oh, I want to keep this video, I want to keep this record, I want to film this in case of the future. It's only when you have certain type of mindset, that's when you start filming people, recording people, and trying to keep for. Why are you always thinking about like something negative that is going to happen? So I find it kind of weird that this nanny has so much, I'm telling you, so much that she's spilling right now. And this is the time that you want to scream how terrible JD is, and I feel like that's just that story, because when did you start working with JD? You're not the first nanny, because if you were one of the first, then when Crystal was coming in, it means you were already there. Okay, so you already know what you know. It's not difficult to know these things, or even if you didn't find out immediately, somewhere along the line you find out the kind of people you're working for, and you will know to do your investigation to find out more. So let me quickly go over to, hold on, let's go to, let me see, where is that stuff? Mm, 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 mm. hold on. I'm trying to. I saw that stuff this morning. What's her name again? A lot is really going on. A lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. Okay, so wait, let me check. Mm-mm-mm. Welcome, welcome. If you're coming in, please like the live stream. And that helps to tell YouTube that something is going on here. Okay, do that, do that, do that. Mm-hmm. And we are. Hold on, I'm trying to find. Mm-mm-mm. No, people have. I'm trying to find JD's nanny so I can pull up the stuff. Okay. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Yo, there is a lot here. Let me see. Hmm. Okay, so we just like I said, we're going to be doing a raid of her Instagram, and that's what we're going to be working with. So let me see. Yo. Okay, so this post, the first one, we're not going in any order. We're just going to be pulling up anything that concerns this JD stuff that she's posted on her Instagram, and we're going to go through it. So this she posted 10 hours ago, and I will describe to you what I'm seeing. It's a video showing JD's home, and she's showing how things are. And I think the reason why she did this particular video, because I want to think that as a nanny, um, coming into a home and seeing it like this, I don't think the first thing you want to do is pull up your phone and record all the stuff. Like you can see yogurt open with flies on them, like these fruit flies. I think, yeah, that's what I'm saying. This Drosophila melanogaster, yeah, that fly all over the plants and the orchid plants and on the yogurt, the sink. I think it's a double sink from the video I'm watching. Double or triple sink. Let me see. One, two. Okay, double sink. Uh, filled with plates, pans, and stuff like that. Dishes kept like everything. It looked a mess. Looked a mess. Dead plants. Like I guess he didn't water the plants, and the plants withered. The place is just looking not well, and the nanny is filming it. For me, the first thing that comes to my mind, I know that a lot of people are excited that these videos are coming out so they can see, but this is not the first time that people are calling JD out. Remember where the other lady that was the one that KO took to court, um had made a video. For some reasons, I don't know why, the people that he always brings home to come and watch over his children are the ones that films the. I don't understand. Like, this person is supposed to be your friend, but you're the one filming the person's home in that kind of condition, and having it with you. And then I don't know what happens between them. And then the next thing they're putting it out there. But Crystal did the same thing when Crystal has filmed his refrigerator and put it out, then spoke about how food were inside the refrigerator, not covered, and stuffs like that, where they were complaining about, you know so I don't know if this is a pattern, if the other nannies that he gets in the future, they learn from the past nannies, or his past friends, to know that, okay, this is what we're going to do. Welcome, welcome. If you are just joining us, today's topic, we're talking about JD's nanny now spilling, revealing a whole lot that has been trending for some days. We've just not had the time to come in here to discuss it. So that's the video we're looking at. Um, the reason I don't like showing or posting, because these things are always very tricky. If you go and take people's videos and repost it, to be nice to take this and post it as a short so people can see, but there's a lot that goes with it. So hence I'm just describing to you what it is. So for me, that's the first thing that stood out to me as a nanny. Why are you filming this situation? Like, you already knew that there was something, there was something up, that you might need something like this to defend yourself in the future in case he comes out to say something that doesn't sit well with you. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. And I feel like that makes you some, like, it's somehow, because if you already know that this person is a cuckoo, why even associate? If you know that the person is already a cuckoo, why even try to work with this person? Just stay afar from this person so you can avoid the whole hotness and whatever, and you don't have to be collecting evidence to keep to defend yourself in the future. So yeah. Okay, so this video, a lot of people have actually reshared it, but I won't be resharing it. So she titled this particular video, showing this video that I told you how many hours ago, 10 hours ago, she posted it. um for those of you that might want to, I don't know, should I say her Instagram name? Because I know some people might want to see this video, but okay, I should not, because I don't want anybody to go there and start um listen. So I just won't say the Instagram name, because I wanted to say the Instagram so people can go see the video for themselves, because I won't be sharing it here because it's not my content, it's her content. um so she said, what's what this I or what, anyway, on herself, and I'll write up sometime. Okay, I'll just continue from what. Okay, said the world's least strategic opportunist, no logic or end game, just unprompted villainy. This is weird, man. From, okay, said from Miris Baba 3. And she said, trust me, I would have been happy to keep this private if my former associate would have done the decent thing to aid in my transition out of this home. After making significant contribution, especially after I agreed to work for small stipends when he could spare it, while freely while freely while freeing up time to rake thousands in sympathy donation and engagement revenue. Sometimes I feel like most of the people that are associating with JD are just there because of what they can also benefit, not necessarily because they really care about JD or because they believe his story, but I feel like it is mostly about what they can benefit, what they can get from from the whole situation, either directly or um, indirectly. That's just how I feel. Let me know in the comment section, or comment and tell me what you think about this whole situation, because most times people will quickly refer, when you are doing something, you quickly refer to money and wealth and things like that. It simply means that it's almost like that's where your mind was from the beginning, you know like, okay, go in there, either grow your own page, get famous also somehow through this saga, or somehow make some coin. And that's what most of his supporters have actually been doing. Okay, I'm talking to y'all, and I'm also cooling off my throat. So when you hear me pause. Okay, so she said he's where he's busy freeing up his time to rake in thousands in sympathy donations and engagement revenue. Mm-hmm. Okay. Then she continued, she said, I endured being ignored for months, living in filth and squalor, while begging for change for myself and the girls. Yup, I was really after a major come up, plotting on making this whole rented Pope Smith palace mine. Wow. I was totally in it for the glamour, fame, and money. Hmm. As you can tell, this was a coveted life that I should have shut up and remained grateful for. It was a life so beautiful that my sister probably left and got a hotel after 2 days of visiting. She was so offended even after my tidying up that it caused a legitimate rift between us for inviting her there. Are you all hearing? This is JD's nanny talking, okay? With the video that I just described to you. For those of you that didn't hear me describing, if you're just coming in, when I finish reading this, I'll go back and describe the video again. Okay, if you're just coming in, you're welcome. Don't forget to like the live stream. JD's nanny is spilling a lot of tea. She's not only spilling tea, but she's posting video evidence to back up what she's saying. And it is, yo, if you see these videos, if you, I will try my best to give you the best description so you can imagine. You could just activate your imagination and imagine what this thing look like. The video is all over Facebook. People have reshared it, so you can go to Facebook and find it. The lady is pouring these things out on her IG, okay? And only heaven knows what JD is up to and the kind of people he employs, he associates with, he dates, he plans to marry or promise marriage and things like that. I don't know, seriously. So she said, so she continued. So again, she said, "This gorgeous footage is from a couple of weeks before I left, aka after the free fresh start deep clean I gifted during month one. It was mainly for myself in order to get it into a decent condition for me. I think she wanted to say for me to be comfortable enough to sleep and eat food there." Oh boy. So you're working for somebody that is this terrible, and did you even bother sitting down to, anyway, JD never listens to anybody, so let me not even be asking the question of did you bother, uh, you know. So okay, okay. Let us proceed to give you what you need. Okay, so let's keep reading this. Okay, so she said, Um, I did it because Black girls deserve a dignified environment to live in, but I have learned that Black labor has no value, and Black women should be honored to give until they are as dead as my basil plant. Oh, so the dead plants, she gifted the plants to JD. Of all the people to gift something to is JD. JD that doesn't even care about anything. You think he will care about watering his plant. You have to love something enough to take care of that thing, okay? If you don't love, you don't care about someone, all you do is just ignore or something. You don't care because it doesn't bother you. It doesn't, like, it's not relevant, okay? If something is not relevant, it's not important to you, you just won't care, so I guess that's the reason why the vessel plant perished, because he's just not the plant type of person. He doesn't care how, you know the inside look or how comfortable his kids are in the home. So she said, I suffered with no help for as long as I could, and this guy became an absolute bully once I finally announced my decision to quit. You see? So Korra is always the bad one until these people this is how this thing works. When you're dealing with narcissist people, these people that do not have empathy, no feelings, no emotion, no nothing, they will always first of all paint that person that they're telling you about so bad that you will not believe. You're like, is that person is that terrible, and they will make you feel so special. All the attention, all the love, all the everything they will shower on you until they get you to that position where they will start doing to you what they did to that person that they reported you to, that you thought that person was the devil. When they will now start giving you the same treatment, that is when you will now realize that, oh, wait, so all of what this person was telling me is not actually true. The problem was actually with this particular person. Meanwhile, I was rooting for this person, thinking that it was the other person's fault that the person was reporting. So one thing you notice with all these people that associated with JD, they always thought that Korra was the problem because JD said he was the victim, he was the this. Then when they now step on his toes, when you will not do that thing that he does not like, I laugh. If you've never dealt with a narcissist, you will not understand. Until you do that thing and step on that very point. There's always so many points. Okay, you're always walking on eggshells anyway. But until you step on that very point, then they will give you exactly the same treatment that they gave the other people before you or the other person. Because in most cases, it's one particular person they will report to you. They gave to that person, they will give you even maybe 10 times worse. Then, and the shock, because the transition is too smooth, it's too fast, because the person is going from this very sweet, caring, nice, calmly spoken, giving you all the attention, gifts, pampering, trips, any beautiful thing that you love, to this mean demon. That's when their eyes will not clear. If you notice, all of these women, from Miriam Awolowo to Lolo to Fred, all of them that used to scream how terrible KO was, how terrible KO was, when they saw the kind of person that JD was, they could not believe their eyes, because they thought they were the special one, because he gave them special treatment, accolade, praise. Oh, you're different, you're beautiful, you're this, you're that, hyping you, hyping you to the extent where you'll be looking at yourself like you're not even from this planet Earth, you're in a different planet. You will be the best in the world. But when you step on that plate, that you see that small thing, that's when they will show you. And I suffered with no help for as long as I could, and this guy became an absolute bully once I finally announced my decision to quit. So you see, she was doing everything and everything was fine. Immediately, she couldn't take it anymore. After she saw all the red flags and everything, she would clean, she would do everything, he would go scatter, he didn't care about anything, he was busy manipulating. When she decided she wanted to quit, she said he became, and these are her words, what I'm reading to you is JD's nanny, okay, Mr. Korra Obidi's nanny talking, okay, said he became an absolute bully once I finally announced my decision to quit. Also, it's hard to fire someone who was never employed in an official capacity. Also, she wasn't even employed on an official capacity. So for one, she went in there, I believe maybe, and this is the thing with narcissists, they always promise the whole world. So maybe he went in telling her, "Oh, we're gonna date. I'm gonna marry you. I'm gonna this. We're gonna spend life together. You're gonna live in my huge mansion. I have so much money." They will promise you all this nonsense that is that you will never get, that you will never see. Their own is to use you and then move on to the next person that will give them, because these people are constantly seeking for validation and attention. They need people to tell them they look good. They need people to tell them that they are smart. They need people to tell them that they are the best in the world. They need people they just need all these praises. So they are constantly searching for people. And in the process of winning you over, they will tell you anything. So this woman went in thinking that JD was going to marry her. They were going to spend their life together. He's making a lot of money. You know, he brags with his chiropractor job that he makes a lot of money. They were going to spend all those life together. All of these false things, he was lying. So he didn't even employ her officially. And this is one thing narcissist people, they do. All you will hear is, "Oh, you're a queen. Queens don't work. Stay here. Do this. I will take care of you. I will this. I will that." All of those things are well planned. Be hyping her. So he didn't even officially employ her. So she's not even officially employed. And these are their plots. So when they are ready to discard, it is easy for them. Let's keep going. This story is interesting. Mm. So she said, it is hard to fire someone who was never employed in an official capacity. These were all favors done to help a good friend get to a place where he could show me that he had be capable of full custody upon my departure. So they were working to get him full custody of the children that their mother is still alive. Their mother is not sick. Their mother is well capable of taking care of them. And you, as another woman, you came in to plot with a man to win full custody, to take children away from the woman that carried the child or children in her stomach for 9 good months, no sleep, everything that comes with pregnancy. Then you will now go to the hospital, open your legs wide to push out a full human being from a small hole. Go through that pain that people die in the process and everything. Then you will now carry that pain, go back home. Either you're giving birth, pushing it out from that small hole, or they're doing CS, you will still go through pain. Whichever way you birth your child. And then you, with those pain, you will now go back home and bathe that child. The child will cry. The child will poo. They will not sleep in the night. Pump, diaper change, everything on you as a mother to raise these children. And then you, as a woman, you go and gang up with a man that lied to you for you to get full custody of the children. Madam, it didn't backfire on your head very well. You people don't know that karma gets every wicked person. You might be enjoying it for a long time, but when karma will hit, you will know that it's karma. Mm. She continued and she said, the irony of feeling like a miserable single mom after being taken advantage of by the world's greatest single dad. I believe in his growth potential when I hopped board. Okay, aboard. I think it's fair to say when she hopped on board. And she continued with her hashtag, hashtag JD, hashtag Dr. JD, hashtag maid service, hashtag neglect, hashtag dirty, hashtag single dad, hashtag child free women. And that's what she said in this particular post. So, like I said, for those of you that are just coming, we are talking about JD's nanny spilling a lot of tea and the video that she posted showing how filthy JD's home looked and how it's not befitting for um for kids. And I'm like, but first of all, this lady, you're coming out now to scream on top of your lungs. But from the kind of things you're writing, how can you even try to oh, you want to go support this person? What was there that you did not see in everything from the beginning, from the first day he came out? A man that comes out and say, I'm divorcing my wife, and the first thing you're going is on social media to go and announce. Tell me, what validation are you looking for? The moment when the time when you were looking for that woman to date her, to marry her, did you go to social media to announce that, oh, I found this beautiful woman, social media, everybody in the world hear me, and I want to chase her, see if she's going to marry me or she's going to date me? Did you do that? No. But the moment you said you want to divorce, you run straight to social media to go and post it. What are you looking for? So people will come and start insulting and dragging the woman so it makes you happy. It shows that you are an evil person. And all these evidences are out there. But you, this woman, walked in as a nanny that they did not even employ fully. And you started with all of these things that you want to make sure he wins full custody. What does he need full custody for when the mother of the children are not dead? When the mother of the children are capable, what does he need full custody for? The court already gave them 50-50 custody. She is minding her business, enjoying the 50% time that she spent with the children. Why can't he enjoy his own 50%? It's not 70-30, it's not 60-40, it's 50-50 they gave the both of them. And you want to win full custody for him. Look where he landed you. He not show you shake yourself. Somebody commented just said, please, Alexa, keep posting. We love those kids. You are doing it for June and Athena. She's not doing anything for June and Athena. She's doing it for her selfish self. Because if JD was that nice person or kept pretending, JD is not capable of, narcissists are not capable of being nice people. They pretend. If JD kept pretending to be this nice person and kept the facade going with that, this woman will never come out and post all these things she's posting. And also, if you notice in her hashtag, she talked about hashtag single nanny, hashtag neglect and hashtag this and this and that. If JD didn't neglect her and just be himself as this very selfish person that cares about himself, everything has to be me, 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 me. Nobody else is valid. Me, me all throughout, right? So this person's comment, I totally disagree. The person is saying keep posting these things. Yes, it's post, let her post, but she's not really posting. She's posting these things so she can get famous also. Because I feel like most of these people that support JD coming because they want to get famous, they want to gain ground. Because creating content is when you're starting from scratch, I can tell you it is not easy. Okay, when you don't have umbrella, you don't have something that supports the system that to push you out there, it takes a very long time before your content starts, people start recognizing your content and starts noticing you, coming to watch you, interact with your content and stuff like that. A lot of people don't have that patience. So what they do is try to perch on something or try to jump on something. That's why you see some people just come out and start dragging celebrities because they know that a lot of people watch those celebrities and they will get your attention. Yeah. Or start saying silly things online, misleading people with nonsense teachings, those kind of things, so they can quickly grow fast. So this woman knows what she's doing. She wants to get herself out there and gain what she did not gain when she was babysitting for free, thinking he was going to marry her and she was the best one out there. Um, and somebody said then Justin will stop using black women. That's not going to happen because a lot of our people are just there fooling themselves, like they don't see how uh, Korra was treated, that they still go and associate with JD thinking that he's going to treat them differently. He won't. He's not capable of what you don't have, you can't give. That's just simple. Another one here said, keep posting for his minion that believe he is a better parent. Even those people don't even believe what they are saying. It's just that they are as wicked as he is, and they will never say the truth. Some people will never say the truth. So I said, this was why those kids get sick every time their mom picked them up. Korra Billy, this environment is enough for you to ask for full custody for the children. Keep playing. Well, this person asking, she's everybody is not just as wicked as some people are. That's why Cora has never ever said she wanted full custody, and she always keeps saying that she wants the children to have their father in their life. Okay, and she's okay with the 50-50 custody. It's only JD that wants 100% custody, full custody, and just fleeing the mother of the children. And that's where you know the bad one from the good one, because the good one will always want the other person in the life, because you recognize that the problem you have is between you and the person and not the child. So the person is still capable of loving and taking care of their child, if or children, if they want. But these set of people, when they come in, the first thing they tell you is they are taking the children away from you, because narcissists don't feel anything. Not that they love the children, they don't even love the children. They won't even take care of the children. They will constantly ignore the children. They will constantly be jealous of the children, no matter how small they are. But yet, just to punish you, that's the first thing they want to do. Another comment here said, KO has an aunt infested and a mold before you started going for Dr. Jade. Okay, this one is saying that Cora is the same thing. People that will see the truth and will not say. This one say, keep the receipt coming. That man gotta learn not to play with intelligent. These set of people associating with you, you can refer to them as intelligent. They are not intelligent, because if you're intelligent, you're able to read the handwriting on the wall. When so much evidence is out there for you and you can not, you know, make good decision, you still go and associate with that kind of person. Please, you are not an intelligent person. It is that simple. You're not an intelligent person. Intelligent people don't make such mistakes. um I hope you all can hear me very well. um Let me just read some comment and I'll go and check for another post she has. Like I said, we're reading her Instagram, the nanny's Instagram, and we're going to be going through all the videos and all of that. So, oh my God, this is so freaking sad. This one said he's gonna threaten her for this, just like he's done to others. This one said this is why they always return wheezy and sick. A lot of people are saying this is why the kids always come back sick. I also say, and they call KO nasty. This one said, okay, this other person is tagging another Nigerian blog, Insta blog Nigeria, said this JD house is following nan is exposing him, like explaining what is happening. This person came in tagging the JD's nanny and said, I knew you were smart. That's why God led me to reach out to you. Thank you for say thank you. You definitely are a chess player. Y'all, I don't know why you people are giving this person accolade. This person does not deserve any accolade because the whole handwriting was on the wall there and she should have known better right from the beginning. This nanny should have known better. Angeli, you're welcome, 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 Queen. Thank you so very much for joining today. Say good morning. She got caught in the lion's den. Exactly. And I don't understand this accolade they're giving to when evidences are out there for you to know what you're supposed to know. You jumped into the whole situation. And then when it backfired, if JD kept treating her right, all these people that are giving her accolade, do you think she would have come out to say anything? The answer is no. So this is not doing something for the children or trying to, no, she did it because she didn't get what she wanted. You heard the hashtags that I was telling you, hashtag neglect, hashtag this, because she thought there was going to be a relationship. She thought he was going to marry her because these are the things that narcissist people will always promise you: marriage, relationship, this, that, enjoying life with you. They brag that they have a lot of money, this kind of, or anything to draw you in, anything to sweet talk you, love bomb you. Those are the things they would do. And then when they get you in the position where they know that they've kept you, then they will start showing their true colors slowly. So if JD had not shown his true colors, this woman wouldn't have come out to tell us all these things that she's telling us. So first of all, whatever she faced, well, you knew, you were supposed to know better. So yeah, I don't understand the smart thing they're talking about, you know. So you know, that's that for this one she posted 10 hours ago. Let me see another one here. This one says well, like before a game, both the black and white pieces have the same number of pieces, 16. The most numerous are off. They stand in the first and most often it's pawns that start the game. One should mention that all chess pieces move according to certain rules, and those rules. Okay, so this one she's talking about. It's a video of the kids also. Let me see. So pro tips: it's never too early to introduce intellectual pursuits to little ones. Children's brain are like sponges. Even if they don't watch consciously, it's being soaked up in their mental toolbox. Patting myself on the back for this one. It wasn't easy to switch up from Dora and Peppa Pig, but at last New York nannies are unmatched. The life of a volunteer governess plus a role model. Okay, so here the nanny is giving herself accolade that she got the kids, to, that's Korra's kids, to watch like something about chess, the game chess, and so she's praising herself. And she went in, this one, she went in with hashtag nanny educator, teacher of Instagram, what's that? Edutainment, teachers life, chess, JD, and Korra. Those are the hashtags she put on this particular one. Let's keep going. Like I said, we're reading JD's nanny's Instagram because she's spilling. The lady's saying a whole lot. So let's pull up another video where I can see Korra's kids. Okay, here. So one of the kids are, I think this is it the little one or the eldest? They both look alike somewhere in my eyes, like Korra's daughters. Although one looks like Korra more and the other looks like the father. But anyway, one of Korra's daughter is in the kitchen in this video, and she said, and the nanny titled it helping raise a self-sufficient 2 years old. Okay, 2 years old, and I believe this is the little one. And let's see if they're gonna say anything. You having fun, cutie? Be careful.
Good job. Yeah, anything?
Okay, so that's the little one standing in the kitchen sink, and there are some like spoons, and I think after she's almost done with the dishes, and she just allowed the little one to go in there and just play and act like she's helping with the dishes or anything. So I think that's why she said she's helping to raise a self-sufficient 2 years old. You're not helping to raise any self-sufficient when they go to their mother, so their mother teaches them everything. We've seen how Korra is; she's hands-on with her kids, so there's nothing any nanny or fake nanny or anybody's doing in JD's place gonna matter. Okay, because their mom is hand on and she's very, laser focused on what she's doing with her daughters. And that is evident on her channel on the few videos we've seen her post about the kids. So she's hands on with her kids. Let me see, did she write something? She said, okay, super nanny. And I feel like this nanny is just busy hyping herself in all of this whole thing. She wants to make herself look like anyways. She said, Super Nanny was fun role to play. These kids helped me heal my own inner child and my low key discomfort around building bonds with little ones. It's been an honor to watch them grow and become super girls. A safe and fun childhood is always the priority. Shout out to, and then she tagged Korra. Shout out to Korra obidi for doing the hard labor of pushing out these beautiful babies. And then she said, Snoop Dogg voice, I had like to thank me for supporting me. So this, in everything, this nanny will always thank herself, hype herself, and give herself all the accolade that JD didn't give to her. And I feel like this whole thing, that's what I don't even feel. This is what this thing is all about. This lady spilling this whole thing is to get herself popular, get herself famous. Now people are talking about her, blogs are resharing her posts. People know who she is. People are going to follow her in order to keep up with the stories that she's going to be telling and the evidences she's bringing out, and she's giving herself accolade all the time, even though you were supporting an evil person. I don't know why you keep praising yourself like you did something good. You didn't do nothing good. This particular post you do hashtag JD, hashtag Korra obidi, hashtag nanny, hashtag pair, hashtag caregiver, toddler activities, inner child. Mm, okay. All right. Then other one I see here. ah, Okay, is the one where they are doing the hair of the kids.
I crazy.
And I said, hey, June, ha 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 ha, hi, crazy. 2 years to 5 years old children. How is it okay to laugh and use the word hi, crazy? Like, what is that? Like, all the words you could use to play with a small child. Which one is hi, crazy? Like, you're out of your mind. What kind of nanny are you if you're going to be referring to a child as hi, crazy? Seriously, this nanny is totally out of her mind. Like, she's really ridiculous. I can tell you. This nanny is really, really ridiculous. But anyway, she said, she wrote on top, she said, teaching a white dad to care for black girls. This is also another nonsense one. Those are his children. Like, if you're a dad, you're a dad. You have to be a dad, and you have to learn. You have to know how to do these things from when the kids are little. He still doesn't know how to do their hair. It simply means he's just not a father that cares. Because if it's a father that cares, you have to know how to do the hair of your kids, know how to care for your children, and know how to do all of these things. So he never just cared. So it's not as if you're teaching him anything, because when he was married with the mother of the children, he should have been watching when the woman is doing the children's hair, because maybe the woman will fall sick, maybe something will happen, the woman will have to go out to do something, you will be there with the kid, you will be able to, hold down and watch your children. So he just thinking you were not teaching him anything, and you just did not notice that it is weird that they are that big and he still doesn't know how to do their hair. Because we have male hairdressers and they're absolutely good. Some women walk into a hair studio and they tell you they don't want a woman to do their hair, they want a man, because we have male hairdressers that when they sit down to do hair, they nail it. Like, do very beautiful hairstyle. So there is no excuse for any man to say, oh, I don't know how to do hair, I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to do that. They're your children. You have to sit down and learn. If you have to watch YouTube videos of people styling those type of hair, any hair type you want, you can type it in on YouTube and you will see somebody making and showing you how to care for that particular hair type. So everything is out there to learn. So I don't even understand. Let me see what if she captioned this one. Let's see. Okay, she says several underpaid and diminished after 7 months of pouring into these amazing children and coaching this dad on how to sufficiently meet the unmet needs of these little ones, but no regret for providing love, positivity, structure, and free education. The way this one is sounding like their mother is totally dead, like she doesn't exist. Korra takes good care of these children's hair. She styles their hair. She makes sure their clothes are clean, they're fed, they're well fed. She does everything. She teaches them. She's doing everything that a mother should do with these children. So this ridiculous write-up, this one is writing, I don't understand. Okay, that you decided to associate yourself with a deadbeat dad. That is on you. It's not on anybody. So don't come out saying, oh, you're teaching how to style, how to do this. He had all the time in the world to know how to style his children's hair. If he doesn't know how to do it, it just simply shows that he didn't care. He didn't care. It's just what it is. A father that cannot bathe their child, style their child's hair, um, dress their child up, that's not a caring father and doesn't deserve the name or the title father. Because a father is to protect, love, and care for their children. So if you cannot do that simple task, then you don't even need to call yourself one. So you were not even teaching him anything. You should have known and be able to call him out when people do nonsense. That's why society is the way society is today, because people no longer call people out on their BS. Seriously, there are men where unfortunately their wives probably died and of one illness or the other, and they are left with little children. They sit and take care of those children. Not every one of them run into the hand of the next woman available. No. Most of them sit there and take care of their children until their children is grown enough. So it's all about the love you have for your child. If you have love, true love for your child or your children, you will know how to take care and meet their every needs. So I don't know, this lady, she's just this nanny, she's as cuckoo as JD. And she continued, she said, in return, I have come out of this with unbearable doubt, escaping to hotel as often as possible when the kids were gone. And while in my stomach from having my boundaries crossed, I was coerced into delivering a restraining order and signing my name on a legal document for a petty agenda. Can you imagine? Should I read this again for you people to hear? Should I read this again for you people to hear? A full grown adult. You met a man that is gone through divorce and telling you that all of this thing is happening, and he coerced you as a full grown woman to go and sign a restraining order against another woman, and you think that you're walking in what? So when you achieve all those things, and then you will not come in as the new wife that will not go through what the other first wife. Let me tell you, in Africa, there's this saying that the same stick that they use to beat the first wife is the same stick they will use to beat the second, the third, and so on. So if you think that the stick he used, which is the wickedness he meted on his first wife, this one coming in now, you will not face it. You are fooling yourself. It is matter of time, and you will face exactly everything that first wife faced. And that's what now she's saying she was coerced. I refuse to believe that she was coerced into signing or putting her name in a restraining order or doing whatever she did, because When this divorce thing started, only one person was screaming and screaming and screaming and screaming. When you hear that a marriage is having problems, and all the story you hear from everywhere is coming from only one person's mouth, know that that person is a liar. The first person that goes out to scream, majority of the time, that person is the liar. That first person that goes out to say, oh, I have this problem in my marriage, I have this, and report to everybody, to their friends, to anybody, the family members, and anybody out there that cares to listen to them, that person is lying to you. That person is the liar. That person is the root of the problem. But you heard all of these things, saw all the evidence, you still went and put your name in a restraining order. Now you want to regret it. Madam, you cannot regret it. Your name is already there. And if it's this new court case that you people testify, and you people will go and testify. MTA, welcome, 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 Queen. Welcome. Thank you so very much for joining. MTA said, good morning. Yes, people can get manipulated. The nanny has has failed too. Yes, I agree with you, MTA, that people can be manipulated. But you know why I find it very difficult in this particular situation? In other cases, I would say yes. But in the case of JD and KO, their story is everywhere. Everything you need to draw conclusion is there. All the people he's been working with, everything, like every evidence that you need is there. JD alone came out and made those accusations in the first year when he started bashing her and saying he was divorcing her, when he started making those series on Instagram and Facebook, that he's divorcing his wife and this, and she did this, she did this, she did that. He said things, and then he came back and said those things he said were not there's so much to know that there's something up with this particular man. So I feel like this lady now telling us that she went and she was coerced into signing. No, I don't want to believe that. You're a full grown adult and you should know what you should know. There is no way you would tell me that one person kept talking, the other person didn't say anything. It didn't occur to you that that person also have their own side of the story that you need to hear before you go and put your signature in a place where you're not supposed to put your signature. And now she wants to regret it. Somebody tells you sign a restraining order, and you want to go and sign a restraining order against somebody that didn't do anything to you. Ha! Now, wow. Okay, MTX said, with all honesty, I don't think the nanny knows because my, my cousin is nothing about Korra until last week. Oh, your cousin, I mean, your cousin knows nothing about Korra until last week. If not into the saga, you will not see it. No, no, of course they are not famous now. Korra and JD, they are not famous people. Like even in California, like no, now they're not. Uh, they're not famous now, even in California or anything. They're not famous stars like Jay-Z, Beyonce, PDD, and all those people. No, they're not famous. They're not anywhere there. But I don't think that immediately he made her his nanny, he asked her to sign those documents. He asked her to sign this restraining order thing. I believe she would have been with him for. He will need to trust her first now before to tell the nanny that, look, oh, I'm trying to file a restraining order against this woman now. So she would have seen some things. She would have known something about this person. And this fact that she would be doing neglect, she was this, she went in with a lot. She was expecting so much. I feel like this nanny thought that she would be treated differently. That even all Miriam, all of them, Lolo, all of them that went to work with JD, support JD, they thought that they were better than KO. They really thought that they were better than KO, so they felt that this narcissistic person is going to treat them better. So that's why they went in thinking, oh, I'm better, I'm going to make a change, I'm going to this. But then he showed them exactly who he really is. You know, Wallace, you're welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so very much for joining. Good morning to you, Queen. Good morning, good morning. Wallace said, um, good morning, my queen. I haven't seen you for a minute. Hope you're okay. Ah, as in, I've missed you people, but I did the first live stream in the morning. I've like, yeah, I've not been able to, but yeah, there's just so much that I'm doing. So I'm really very busy and I'm not able to. So I decided I will try it whenever I can. I will try to come on live and drop these videos. Um, and instead of me to wait, because I know because of the reason why I don't even do it at all is because if the time that I have is mostly now in the mornings, and my major audience are sleeping. It's their night, it's their late night, to their early wee hours where they're still sleeping. So by then I'm like, okay, by the time I want to wait to do my live stream later on, it's now too late. So, but what I've decided is instead of me not coming at all, I will just be dropping this gist. So when my people come in, they will see that I was live. They'll be able to catch up, drop their own 2 cents, and that's how we're going to keep it until I'm able to adjust back to the normal time to fit with my audience. When I can go live and my audience can come in and we can all this thing. So I apologize for that. When I did one, the first part of the video, because it's two different topics. Well, I wanted to discuss JD deleting the page of June and Korra dropping a message for June. So I did that in the morning, um, around 10, 11 a.m. my time. So I have that on Entertainment Daily, and I also announced on Entertainment Daily that I was going to be doing this nanny gist on trends. So this is like 2, almost 3 p.m. Okay, 2:51 my time now. So I decided to just jump in and also drop this one before I will not be able to do it. So yes, I've been missing. I apologize. I apologize. It's not cool when you have people that are expecting to see you and then they don't see you. But trust me, there's just so much. My hands are full. Or else I love coming here and gisting with y'all. It's you can imagine. I'm really really grateful that y'all find time to come in and gist with me here, give your contribution on what we're discussing. It's amazing. God bless you all. Thank you so much. MTA said, I'm early riser because I've dropped kids to school. Exactly, right? Exactly. Because I was just thinking, I like once I drop the kids now, because this is October now, so the season is winding down before summer, busy, busy with appointments and things, dealing with tourists and because of my job description. So now that it's October, the summer is winding down. Now we have like elderlies in Greece now. Nice now that the elderly people are going for their own holidays. So I don't have so much. Was now morning. By the time I drop little ones in school, I have that time when they're in school to do live stream. But that morning for me, my people are sleeping. My YouTube people are sleeping because my majority of the people that watch me are US and the Caribbeans, and some other okay, I have people from UK, Nigeria, and whatnot, but my major viewership are coming from the US and the Caribbeans, and the time zone is not friendly. The Europe time zone and that, yeah. So that's the thing. Well, I said, okay, you're right. I'm still in bed. You see, yeah, and I know a lot of my people didn't pull up for that. So people, by the time they're coming up in Entertainment Daily, you will see that I've already done live stream. But I was thinking, I was like, 8 days now, nothing, no shorts, no nothing. Let me just be dropping this and let people watch it like a podcast, the way they listen, listen to podcasts while you can be cooking, just throw on your headset and be listening. Let me do it that way. Or else people like, what is it? Where are you? Are you still alive? People will be wondering, where did you go? How? So much is happening. And also the court case is around the corner. Roughly, let's say 8 days or so, about a week to 8 days. So yeah, there's so much. Okay, so let's continue reading this manipulation post that I totally disagree with, because you cannot see all this red flag and say that you were manipulated. This woman. this JD's nanny. Okay, so let me just take it from here again. Okay, so she said, in return, I have come out of this with unbearable doubt, escaping to hotel as often as possible. And the fact that this woman also said in the post I read earlier, this woman, remember, she said she was not fully employed as a nanny or officially, okay, employed. So why do you even need to escape to hotels and do all of these things? It's almost like a woman that is in an abusive relationship or marriage, actually, and you're looking for a way to escape, and you're slowly planning your escape and whatnot. You're not married to this man. You're a nanny. You're not even officially employed with this man. Why are you escaping to hotels? And it shows that this woman thought she was different. This woman thought JD would treat her better than he treated Korra. From one black sister to another, don't be delusional. Oyibo man wey show one black woman waka shege go show you the same thing. For the benefit of people that don't understand, I said, a muzungu, okay, a person that looks like JD, that is married to a person of color and treats them very terrible. Trust me, if they meet you and you look like their ex, you're the same race, you will get the same treatment. I'm not saying they cannot trace people that look like them the same, but if you are a person that look like their ex, you're the same race, you look exactly the same. You're black, black as black can be. African descent as African descent can be. And you think that one was treated wrong and you will be treated right. Stop the delusional now. Stop being delusional and get over yourself. You will get the same treatment. It might not come immediately, because trust me, if you go and ask that first person, it didn't come immediately. You have to be in. They have to lock you in a corner before they start showing you their real color. But from what this woman is saying, she thought she would get a better treatment. JD will be this perfect person that she will help. Now look where we are. Empty said, who wants to live in field? But why don't you just quit? You ain't tied to this person officially in any way, so it makes it easier. It's like being this person is a boyfriend. So you just break up and you move on. But when you're married, then you have to go through all the process of divorce and everything. So all these, she's running to hotel and she's going here, she's going there, and whatnot. Since she thought she would be treated better, why didn't she put her foot down and tell him, when I clean the house and I put things together, you have kids here, we're not going to tolerate, not with the children are silly. So I'm not going to tolerate you making the house filthy and eating, not doing your dishes and doing all of that. If you're going to continue this way, then you know that you're going to lose your kids, because nobody wants to see the kids living in a condition like this. But not as if that one listens anyway. And once she tells him something like that, then you've given him reason to come for you. You're welcome if you're just coming. I see we're 16 persons now. Welcome, welcome everyone. If you're just coming, you're welcome. My king and my queens, thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to give the live stream a thumbs up. Please also share the live stream to anyone that loves gist like you, or someone that you know is interested in this story, or been following this story. There's so much to learn from this story. There is so much to learn from this KO and JD story. Seriously. Empty said, I'm understanding her escape from that house. Really, you do? Uh Junie and Atina is who will make anyone to stay around. She tried, but he is just a pig. Yes, you're right. You're right. The kids are lovely, but also, MTA, you know what? I'm trying to work with what she's saying. Except words are failing her, but her previous post, it seemed like she's not really someone that was into kids, and maybe she too, she had something in her growing up. So if it's someone that was really, really into kids, that loved kids and all of that, okay, we can understand how little ones can get, because some people just love kids. Even though they don't have their own yet or whatnot, they just love kids, and you can see it, you can feel it. I don't think this nanny fits in that category. So that's why I'm kind of like, okay, why didn't you just go? You know. So she was nanny. Ah, she was a nanny in New York, eh? Oh boy. This nanny job these days sometimes is to make ends meet. You can do anything, not because you necessarily love being a nanny or a caregiver. Some people just go study some of these things just because it's easy paying and you can easily find a job, not because they are really, really in love with that thing they do. Okay. So let's read this part again. And she said, okay, I escaped it often, possibly when the kids were gone, and a bile in my stomach for having my boundaries crossed. I was coerced into delivering a restraining order and signing my name on a legal document for a petty agenda that I don't believe in. I don't know how anybody can get me to sign anything like that I don't believe in. I'm not going to do it. And to think that I'm not even officially employed by you, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to put my signature in anything that is going to lead to something that I don't know. Well, I said, Chaos story is a good lesson for many to absolutely, Wallace. Absolute the story, whew, it's just it's unbelievable, you know. If you don't see it happening now and somebody had told you before, you're like, are you sure these things you're telling me happened? If there's no evidence that these things happen online and what, it's difficult for you to even just sit and believe that somebody can be this manipulative and be this vindictive and all in one, all of the wickedness in one. But there are many of them out there. There are many, 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 many. Hmm. Okay. MJ said the only thing that bothers is the fact she saw all of this and didn't do anything. Whew, because that's what I'm telling you, that this woman had her own agenda. It's just that JD always outsmart a lot of them. They always come in with something. And I feel like JD's instincts also tells him that most of these people are not coming because they believe his story or they truly love him the way they are portraying or care. At least, even if he's not loved, just care because he's a single father with little ones. He knows that they are there for something. Either they want his cucumber, they want to play, they want to see if they can start a relationship or something with him, or they want to kind of get social media famous and start a brand, start a company, build up something with also growing through the saga indirectly or something. So JD also plots his own and tries to use them, and most times he always outsmarts them. Okay, he beats them to the game, and before they will try to do whatever they want to do, he has already used them to achieve whatever he wants to. So he's blackmailing her. Who knows? Really, who knows? That's also, you're right. MTA, you're right. Who knows? Who knows what he has? And blackmail, yes, will be something that can get you to put your signature or say what you don't believe in or do what you don't want to do. You're right. Blackmail is one of those. And she said, okay, signing my name on a legal document for a petty agenda that I don't believe in. That was my number one hard boundary as a former friend. The man had several allegations against him, and as a woman, I was already at my limit in terms of giving him the benefit of doubt for his side of the story. I said, love these children, but under no circumstance do I want to be involved in a highly public mess that predated that predates my time in California. That predates my time in California. She continued and said, the good dad pretended to agree. Then he waited until the very last second to guilt trip me. He waited until the very last second to guilt trip me. How did he do that? How did he guilt trip her? Anyway, let's continue. Let me know if you have a. Okay. So, in other words, she said she didn't want to get involved in that. She wanted to watch the kids. That's what she was there for. She doesn't want to be involved in his highly publicized hot mess of a divorce and whatnot. And he agreed. As usual, narcissists, when they to win you in, they will agree to anything. They will do anything. If you like, insult them, jump on their head. They are always the best. They're always the best out there in the eyes of people that don't know them. Until you're in, that's when the true color comes out. Pa, pa, pa. So she said, the good dad pretended to agree. Then he waited until the very last second to guilt trip me. He claimed about how I was the only one in his corner, his only true friend. I knew I would be blamed for sabotaging him if I said no, or he had remind me of how he was providing a free place to stay. Well, she did have a house. He was providing a free place to stay. She didn't have a place of her own, but she had money for hotels. Okay, anyway, let's continue. We will get the time to analyze. I think analyzing this woman will be on a different live stream. Like proper analysis will be on a different live stream. Let me just continue. Okay, and he spoke about how he was giving her a free place to stay, and she continued. She said, however, my small stipends all went toward maintaining my storage unit because I had my guards up and never felt secure enough to officially move in. Okay. So she already was feeling like something was up with JD, but yet you still went and followed him in the restraining order. Okay. MTA already said it's blackmail. Um and she continued and she said his mood and careless behavior in the home was deeply tethered to his perceived victories or losses in this year's long war. I knew it was in my best interest to comply as I had no family on the West Coast. Oh, okay. So what? Maybe she's from the East Coast? Okay, so hi, goodness me. How do you get yourself into a hot mess? You're not even officially employed by this person. According to your own words, you were not officially employed by this person. And you saw that this person was trying to blackmail you, manipulate you, coerce you, and every other grammar that is applicable to what we're describing. How did you not just disappear from that west coast to the east coast where you're coming from, or to the south coast, to the north coast, to the central coast, wherever coast you were from? Eh? She said, I knew it was in my best interest to comply as I had no family. And this is what narcissists they do. They will isolate you. They put you in a place where you have no family members, you have no one to turn to, you have nothing. That's why when they start telling you story, be looking at people with one eye. Hear every part, every corner, every side of the story before you jump into conclusion. Before you jump to say, I'm supporting this person. Because it will backfire. Now, when he was telling you people about how terrible his wife was, y'all were smiling, applauding him. He was a good dad. Some of you even bought super dad shirt for him. Now, look how you're feeling. You had no choice to comply because you knew you didn't have anybody there. No family member, nobody to run to. And when you're in a position like that, you're in a very vulnerable position. Ha, Papa. Let's proceed. She continued and she said, I knew it was in my best interest to comply as I had no family on the West Coast, and he sneakily made sure to save this small his to save this, and she put in quote, small ask until minutes before the final weekly exchange of the kids before the court date. I guess she's speaking about this recent court or what. Okay, anyway, she said, I have kept this to myself due to shame of betraying a mother who mm, you emphasize with. empathize with. Um, she said, "You did not, man. You did not. You did not. This nanny takes several seats. Bye. You did not. You did not empathize. You didn't feel any sympathy. Any. You didn't feel sorry for Korra. You no, you didn't. When you see women exhibiting wickedness to their fellow women, mm, come, I will visit everybody duly, duly. You go collect. Who do anyhow go collect. Who do anyhow go see anyhow. When you finish exhibiting your wickedness, sometime in the future, something worse than what you did to that person will happen to you. She said, let me read that again. She said, I have kept this to myself due to shame of betraying a mother who I empathize with. There was an option to have a police officer handle this and sign off, but the service cost was $150. The value of my friendship turned out to be much cheaper. Can you imagine? So instead of him to go through the police route where a police officer will handle it and then pay the $150, he knows that the police officers will see through his BS. His bullshit is going to be obvious. BS, 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 BS is going to be written all over the nonsense that he will be giving them. So he decided to go with his gullible friends, and the nanny fell for it. Whew. And she said friendship turned out to be much cheaper. Well, that's where she ended this one, but she has the to be continued kind of. And hashtag on this one is Dr. JD. The fact that she's still even referring to him as doctor. What doctor? He's a chiropractor. Dr. JD, at JD, she tagged him and she tagged Korra too. At Korra, hashtag manipulation, hashtag emotional abuse, hashtag caregiver, hashtag nanny. Ah, wow. Here I see a comment of hers. Yeah, I'm gonna read the comments. Just keep the comments coming. I'm gonna read them. Here she said it's good to see how terrible I looked when putting myself last for months in order to help uh drag a friend up the mountain top. Self-portrait. So the so-called good father, another person commented down here underneath this post that we just read, said, so the so-called good father allowed his nanny to video the girls, but he has issue with the mother of the girls posting their pictures or videos. It's hypocrisy of this man and his minions. Then the lady, the nanny, wrote something again, I think responding to someone, and said then put the person's name, said he has poor boundaries in general. He allows strangers from dating apps and DMs to come over for free babysitting. Can you imagine? Are you people hearing what I'm hearing? So this man goes and oh boy, a typical narcissist. This is how they behave. They will never care about anybody. The safety of those little children does not matter to JD at all. You go to dating sites where you're looking for dates for yourself to go bring those people to come spend time with your kids. You don't know which one is under the influence of something, something, something out there that they take in the streets that will come and finish your children. You don't know you don't know where the killer is. They don't write it on people's faces. And you just bring total strangers into your home. She says strangers from dating apps and DMs to come over for free babysitting dates and trial marriage. Which one is trial marriage again? Now, Then they try marriage. Shoo, Nadia would not reach. Ha. Okay. Let's proceed. Said I'm trial marriage. So it's an issue I brought up many times. Documenting in case I supported, okay, documenting in case I supported a liar or ended up being accused of something or ended up being accused of something gross like many characters who entered the home was the extent of my actions. He's extremely careless for someone in the midst of such a serious situation. He doesn't even see it as a serious situation. Um, he assumes any woman could be a stand-in for the girls. He assumes any woman can be a stand-in for the girl's mom. It's dangerous and disrespectful to their living and breathing mother. Initially, it didn't occur to you that it was disgraceful and disrespectful. Now your eye declare. One person, somebody posted here said, please don't use these children by posting them on social media to get attention. It shows lack of integrity to bring the kids out on social media to try to get back at their father. All of them, they're the same level. Their brain, no brain. Let's proceed. She responded, let me see that person's name. Okay, she responded to that person that said, I said, this is more, she said, this is more so a visual portfolio and sanity check for me. My former friend, whose children I have nurtured, has alleged to have never met me. It's one thing to place me in hot water financially, but to leave the situation with no positive reference after the immense work I have done, and to know that he wasn't going to even tell the kids I was leaving. He was going to let them assume I just got up and abandoned them. I have to remind myself that I am not worthless and that my impact mattered. There's nothing inappropriate. There is nothing inappropriate picture here. Okay, I think maybe she wanted to say there's nothing inappropriate about these pictures. And I actually started documenting beautiful family moments to gift the girl's dad. Mm. Okay, someone said you should start blocking the girl's face, my dear. Okay, I think somebody is asking that she should start blurring the faces of Korra's kids because their faces are showing fully on the videos and everything. Okay, and these are the problem their father is causing for them. These children are going to grow up and see videos of them posted with this kind of long, nasty write up about their father and how manipulative he is. Before I continue, let me read this comment on screen. MTA said, I still want to know how she, a New Yorker, let an idiot from I don't know, MT. MT said, how is she a New Yorker let an idiot from Oregon blackmail her? I don't know, MTA. If you ask me, how I'm gonna know? If she didn't mention that she was from the West Coast or she was from the East Coast and she was in West Coast, she didn't have anybody. I wouldn't even know that she had to go from one side to the other just to help JD. I don't know. Hmm. Uh, what I said. Uh, what I've come to realize, JD haven't said nothing good about KO, not even saying she paid $40,000. He would never say that. He would never say anything good. Yeah, the only thing he said, and that was because he's angry, is the fact that she has a lot of money. You remember when he was screaming, she has a lot of money. It's because he was upset, or else he wanted people to think that she didn't go to school, she's unintelligent, she can't make wise business choices and everything else. So what I've got, he has paid $40,000 for his student loan, also $50,000 for divorce. He's making it seem she was useless, whereas he's ruthless. Exactly. He will never say the truth. Never. Wallace said, very true. JD isn't used to love and family. Ask Kale. Kale was raised well with respect. JD being in foster care for 10 years, he don't know family. That woman doesn't seem like his mother, but his foster family. Exactly. Like his behavior doesn't. He's really weird with his ways. You know, Jade is really weird with his ways. Hmm. Then she responded back to someone and said, "I have just been." I think this. Okay, she's responding. The nanny responded to the person that said you should start blocking the girls' faces. I think she wanted to say blur. You should start blurring the faces of the girls, my dear. And she responded, said, I've just been in a state of stress and panic, and I don't want to be accused of lying about my presence in the home. Okay, so the nanny is still standing by her words that the reason why she's posting Korra's kids and not blurring their face or covering their faces is because JD lied and said he doesn't know her, he's never met her. Meanwhile, she has all those videos of her in the home taking care of the kids' hair in the kitchen, playing with just everything, just so much beyond all reasonable doubt. If you present this in court, because her face is showing, his face is showing, her voice is there, she's with the kids, doing things with the like. You must have been in the house to have such videos. Okay, if you are in the video, because if she didn't show in the video at all, one can argue that somebody sent you the video, but she's showing herself. You could see her even in the when she showed the filthy kitchen. She showed herself in the mirror, wearing like, come on. She was there. So JD is lying. Uh, somebody commented, "War in the camp." Hmm. This one say, which sucks because I communicated by every peaceful means to avoid this. My dedication was to the kids, and I have no reason to shake things up further in this headache of a situation he created. Hmm. Another person came in and said, thank you. Please share as much as you can to protect this precious baby. She's trying to protect herself. Like she's trying to prove it. This doesn't have anything to do with the babies. Yo, don't get it twisted. It has to do with the nanny herself by proving that she knows JD. She was in JD's home and JD is lying. It's not about protecting the girls at all. Cordelia, you are welcome. Thanks so very much for joining. Yes, 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 yes. Say good morning, Entertainment Daily. It is amazing how these so-called saviors of JD can get themselves into this situation and then want to hashtag the X when they are made full of. Exactly. And you know what I'm thinking? When he's telling them all this story, their head, they'll be saying, well, I'm different. I'm different. I'm different. I'm going to treat you better. I'm the best. I'm going to be the one. I'm going to this. I'm going to that. And then, here we go. Whew, goodness me. And now you're trying to prove that you were his friend. You were in his house. And this JD denies people so fast. He's so damn quick to tell people how he doesn't know someone, even though there are evidence, even though there are evidences everywhere to prove that he's been with these people, he spoke to them, he's been dining with them. He just comes out and denies that he doesn't know them, and he pains them so much because he makes them look like Boo Boo the fool. Now she's out here posting millions upon millions of posts just to prove that she knows JD. I think what JD really wanted from her, or one of the most important thing, is well, when he's going to go on his rendezvous and go and involve himself in all those escapades and all those nonsense that he does, he will have somebody to watch the kids free of charge. Amazing. If you have somebody to watch your kids while you have time, some me time and things like that, it's amazing. And for free, oh boy. That's one. Then two, he wanted her to sign that restraining order thing so it looks legit and everything. So then he can take it to court. So immediately he achieves those. He's thinking, well, I'm set. I can now discard you and get someone else for the next phase. Yeah, that's what you know. Indeed. Mm, 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 mm. People should just have some sense, really. People should have some sense. I'm just trying to see if there's anything else she posted about this. So I see 4 videos and and write-ups that we've gone through. Mm. I'm just still looking through her post. I'm trying to see when she started. So it seemed like she started talking not too long, or maybe she's posting elsewhere also. But yeah, yes, 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 yes. So that's it. Let me check her story. Mm. She posted in her story. She said, "Me after realizing that I was gaslighted out of my intelligence most of my life because I was multi-dimensional thinker." What's next? My classmate 3 kid business and man divorced. Okay. Mm, 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 mm. So she's just okay. Her story. She didn't post anything about that. Mm.
The wildest thing about living with a freedom fighter for Black girls and women for lovers of Nigeria and the continent is
She's
the fact
talking.
that this motherfucker ain't even donate to my mentee's fundraiser. He met her dad on WhatsApp, said hi, had a whole conversation. The dad was a fan. I asked him to donate after his the buy me a coffee thing. And he's like, yeah, sure, sure, sure. I had to keep following up. We live in the same fucking house. I had to text him, email him. And he's like, yeah, I'll see if I can donate $50 or something. 50 bucks out of all the money he got, and he still didn't do it. Okay, Mr. Nigeria.
So that's her talking. That's the nanny talking. The fact that you even have to go and tell him to go and donate to, no wonder he said he didn't know you. Hey, this is weird. This is really really weird. We'll keep our eyes down. We will see what is going on. We know that some of his people are laughing, saying good for Korra. After Korra spoke about the deleting of the page, others are making excuses for him, trying to sound like, oh, well, it's not as bad. There's a reason why he's doing all the things he's doing. Like, just ridiculous set of people. Ridiculous set of people. Seriously. It's terrible. Like, what Zoe did was not enough. Seriously. Who's this one? So that was house sitting for JD. While he was away at the conference, I saw this woman going through all his drawer, his office desk, and I stopped her from stealing his camera. This was crazy and obvious lying. So what she? Somebody asked, "What's she lying about?" Use your eyes and your smartness. What is going on? Like everything. Oh my goodness. So the so-called good father allowed his nanny to video the girls, but okay, that comment we read, and then she explained all of this. So they've started defending. Okay. So I think what most of JD's fans like when something happens, they will always come and try to say something. So when this nanny spoke about how JD has, and she was responding to somebody that commented in her post, because the person said, so this so-called good father allowed his nanny to video the girls, but he has issues with the mother of the girls posting pictures or videos. It is hypocrisy of this man and his minions. And then the nanny came out and said he has poor boundaries in general. He allows strangers from dating apps and DMs to come over for free babysitting and dates and trial marriage. It's an issue I brought up many times, documented in case I split a liar or ended up being accused of something gross, like many characters who entered the home was the extent of my action. um, he extremely careless for someone who is in the midst of such a serious situation. He assumes any woman could be a stand-in for the girl's mother. It is dangerous and disrespectful to their living and breathing mother. So this is the one this person now came to respond to and said, I was babysitting, sorry, I was house sitting for Justin while he was away at the conference. I saw this woman going through all his drawers, his office desk, and I stopped her from stealing his camera. This woman is crazy and obviously lying. So they've already started putting up defense, but if you read this comment where this one thinks that she's kind of defending JD and to make people believe that the nanny is crazy and out of her mind, who are you that you're babysitting your house sitting for JD? Is that not the same house that the kids are supposed to be in? And if the nanny is saying that he brings people in from dating apps and trial marriages and whatnot, like total strangers, and she doesn't agree with that, because the kids are little and whatnot, safety first, and you're here agreeing that you were house sitting for JD while he attend, what nonsense conference is he attending? And it simply means that that's part of what the lady said is the truth. In your mind, you're defending, saying that the woman is a thief. She tried to steal his camera. She was going through drawers, and she's obviously lying. But you said you're house sitting. So the question now is, who are you to JD that you are house sitting? So anybody at all from the internet can go and house sit. And this is what the lady said. So some of these JD supporters, they don't even have sense. In the process of you uh, thinking that you're defending JD, you're actually exposing even more, you know, and it is ridiculous. Seriously, it is indeed ridiculous. Really, really ridiculous. Unbelievable. So that being said, we've been on here for an hour plus, and there is so much this nanny is spilling. But these are the ones I found, or I found on her Instagram, and that's what we've gone through. But we'll still keep our eyes down. Maybe if JD keeps talking or keeps doing whatever he's doing, she also is going to keep posting and whatnot. And the court case is also around the corner, so there's so much to discuss. And if you just following this, like I said, the two parts of the story, I already have done a live on Entertainment Daily, so you can catch up on Entertainment Daily and watch the other part of this story. How JD, got the pages of his kids deleted and the excuses and the whole nonsense coming from his camp. Yeah. Mm. That being said, I would leave y'all now. Mm-hmm. So see y'all later on. If there's something to discuss, if I have the time, today is Friday, so possibly maybe I'll be able to come back live later on. If there's something to discuss, if I can, I will come back live and we will sure gist. But yeah, gotta go. 1 hour 43 minutes. We've touched down on all the available posts on her Instagram, but let's see. Is she going to keep singing? Looks like she really wants to clear the air, you know. Yeah, so let us just keep our eyes down and see what's going on. And the court case, like we know, it's around the corner. So we will wait also to see what the outcome of the court case is going to be. Thank you also very much. Pulled up to listen on trends with Octavia. Thank you also very much. And like I always say before I go, uh, as you pray for yourself and your family, remember to also pray for Korra and her kids because they are really going through it. Remember to pray for your friends, well wishers, loved ones, because everyone is going through one or two things behind closed doors. Um, God bless you all, and thank you also very much. May your day be fruitful as you step out, because we know some people are just starting their day. So may your day be fruitful as you step out. May your going in and coming in be guided and protected. I wish you good health, sound mind, prosperity. May everything you put your hand into prosper. Uh, all your secret prayers may it come to pass, and every good thing you wish yourself. Thank you, my king and queens. And until I see you next time, this is Trends with Octavia, and I will see you all later. Bye for now. And that's it for now. Much love. Thank you. And I appreciate you all. If you've not subscribed, subscribe. If you have someone that loves this gist and they don't know this place yet, please lead them here. If you can share, also share so other people get to hear. And I hope people understand. At some point, one would think after 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, a lot of people already understand that JD is not someone that tells you a story and you run with it. But we still see people like this falling victim to JD. When is this going to stop? Okay. I hope that people get the wisdom that they need so they can navigate. Thank you all so very much, and I'll see you all later. Bye.